Hey Aries, happy solar return. Yeah, so for those who sent in a question, whether you're sun, moon, rising or Venus, your questions will be answered after we do this quick read, quick general read. Guys, please remember it is general, so please do take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So what do we have here with this Aries season? Well, obviously the ruling planet is Mars, which is obviously the planet of action, guys. So yes, this is the season to get things on a roll. A lot of opportunity to take, if you are willing, for new things to come into your life, whether that's, you know, new relationships, jobs, new projects, new ways of thinking, as well as self-direction. So yeah, it's the first sign of the zodiac, so embrace all of that passion with the fire energy, guys. Embrace your warrior energy within, be bold and confident with that, guys, as well. So yeah, definitely a time for movement. Happy spring, guys, happy new year. Let's see what spirit has to say for this Aries season. If any of this does resonate with you guys, then please do contact me for an extended read, and we can get that done for you. So spirit, what is the general message for Aries season, sun, moon, rising in Venus? Sun, moon, rising, Venus. What is the general message for Aries season? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Okay, so general message is, I feel forgot to bring up my water, sorry guys. All right, so we've got two pentacles here, which is all about the stability in your life. So yes, so we've got a lot of exchanges going on, but I'm just wondering, is it being fair? With the judgment card flew out, so this is something that we need to, you know, it's an important message for whoever this message is designed for. So I mean, is it fair, the giving and the taking? Is it of a balance? That's only something that you can answer. So have consideration towards that for this season. Are things fair? Right? And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Again, the knights always kind of represent forward movement. So with the consideration of whatever it is that you hold of a high value, and something that is something that you hold that's stable towards you, we are going to have, once you figured it out and got that balance into action, get everything in alignment, it is going to be forward movement. I feel like there is, you know, possibly children involved, or you need to take on that ability to dive in and access that inner child spirit within you, to actually, you know, come up with new ideas, be creative, you know, throw caution to the wind, with possibly thoughts of, you know, that was holding you back, being stagnated in your thoughts or your patterns or the way you actually did things. Try something new. As I said, it is Aries season, so change the course. If something wasn't working for you before, do not be afraid to take that courage and actually, you know, step into an unfamiliar territory, because ultimately that is how you grow. When you try something new, and obviously have a little bit of caution. Obviously don't just throw everything away, but do not hold yourself back just because it's something that you're not familiar with that's just doesn't make any sense, and it won't elevate you in the long run. But this Judgment card, you do whatever some of you are not accessing your full potential. For me, that's what this card from this deck anyway represents to me. You're holding back, you're not releasing, you are, you know, self-sabotaging in some kind of way. So take all of that in stock, guys, whatever that means for you. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. So then we've got the Two of Cups, and then we've got the Hanged Man. So yeah, as I said, look at things at a different perspective. Have that understanding for another person. Again, going back to the Six of Pentacles, get to some kind of mutual understanding, mutual knowing, mutual respect, guys. Just understand all of those qualities, and then you will be able to move along. And then we've got the Hanged Man. Again, we've got a 3, so possibly, you know, bringing things together, which is ultimately going to make you happy. So that is the message for the Aries season, is to, you know, throw your inhibitions out the window and try something new. Try and look at things from other people's perspective. Try and get into other people's shoes, just so that you can have an understanding of them and a way that you can actually work together and move forward together positively. Also, in regards to your own self, you do need to take on that fire spirit within you, because you guys are the fire. You guys are the first sign of the zodiac, so you have that leadership quality. You know, you have the authority, you have the ability to create and execute it with that passion, guys, with that fire, that courage, that confidence. You know, you have that all. So do not be afraid to step out and, you know, try something new, speak to new people, get into new, you know, get into new networking groups or whatever it is. I know it's a bit crazy at the moment with this thing flying around, but, you know, don't be afraid to reach out. Just asking for a final word from Spirit on this one. Final word to Spirit. Those who asked the question, your questions are coming up now, guys. Okay, so truth. So yeah, so stay true to yourself. Don't hide away from what you know is the truth, and this is working for yourself and for other people as well. If there's something that you need to correct, because we all make mistakes, you know, we all get things wrong, we all see things from our point of view. Sometimes we all get into our own feelings and forget about, you know, what else is going outside of our own bubble. So if there is something that you need to correct, stand in that and just do what's right. Do what's right for you and do what's right for them. In terms of your own progression, well, obviously that is counting towards your progression as well, but in terms of what you need to do, you need to stand up in your fire energy, guys. Aries, you need to take on that courage, take on a new perspective, you know, stand on the edge of the cliff and don't be afraid to just, not literally, guys, yeah, but stand on the edge of the cliff and just allow yourself to fall and know that you are going to be okay, because you have made that right decision to trust in yourself, to believe in yourself, and just dive and allow yourself to believe in yourself. All right, so that is your messages, guys. With questions, I am coming up to you now. Thank you so much for your questions, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Ashe. Hey Aries, my sun, moon and rising. Happy solar return for those who are celebrating this this month. So we're just going to just dive into the first question. And the first question is, how shall I approach my creative project? How shall I approach my creative project? How should I approach my creative project? How should I approach my creative project? Okay. So whatever it is that made you stop your creative project, let's start there. It's time for you to snap out of that now. I feel like you already know what you need to do with the two ones coming out here, and whatever is blocking you is obviously a mental thing. I don't really feel this has anything to do with a relationship, although it may do, but I feel it's more of a mental thing for you. Maybe just for example purposes, maybe, you know, you could have been in a situation where you wasn't physically abused, but you know, they didn't actually feed you mentally, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so maybe that's had a knock-on effect for you to, you know, actually just stop what you're actually doing and what you actually love. But how you should approach it, you should approach it with the energy that you hold. Being a obviously I had a look at your chart and you've got a lot of fire in your chart, so you know, approach it with that courage, with that passion, with that, you know, intent. Yeah, to just have that belief in yourself once again. Reach deep. And with the Seven of Wands, for me, Seven of Wands is, you know, is that uplifting, that reaching that higher place, that spirituality, that other realm that you cannot see but you can feel it all around you. You need to reach to that place once again and dive straight into that and see all the way through until you complete this task. Do not put down this task again until you have finished it. Whatever the task is, don't stop. Take this time to reflect on what it is that actually is blocked to you mentally. Do whatever it is that you need to do to release it and go full steam ahead. All right? Okay. Thank you for your question. So now we move on to the next, which is, will I get my money? I hope so. Will I get my money? Will I get my money? Will I get my money? So I feel like the quick answer is no. The reason why I say no is because I feel whatever the situation is why someone or something's holding up your money is because it's been looked at from the wrong angle. If it is something, I feel like it is somebody obviously that you know. It's not like it's held up in like any organization or institution or something. I feel like it is somebody because it is the swords. Now the knight is representative of, you know, typically things on the move, things moving forward. But then we've got the Two of Wands, which is an undecisive card. So I mean, things are on the move, but your short answer, the way the current situation is now, the answer is no. But that's not to say that you won't get your money. You just need to look outside of the box in this situation. Like, how else can you approach to, you know, to get this mutual understanding between the both of you? The Lovers card. Now I'm going to see why the Lovers card is here, because if this is to do with some, you know, a relationship that you was in and they've gone off with your money. Let's see. I'm not sure. Are you asking this question because you want to travel somewhere? You know, it's, oh Lord, okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, so we have the Five of Swords. Yeah, so I mean, I definitely feel like this is a relationship now, but I think you should go about this in, as I said, in a different approach the situation differently. If it is to do with, you know, an ex, let's say, maybe the best way to get through to that person so that you can both have some mutual understanding is by direct communication, direct talking, direct thinking, no more beating around the bush, and just let them know where you stand and how you feel. Obviously try and add, I'm not sure how the situation was left or if it's still open, I'm not sure, but invite compassion into the situation. And I know it may be difficult depending on what the situation is, but the way things have been going so far has not worked, which is a block, so to speak. You're so near yet so far. I do feel like this person still has some kind of emotion towards you, but there's obviously some miscommunication along the way, which is holding up the works. Maybe they feel if they give you the money back, they'll never hear or see from you again, and maybe that scares them. So definitely a conversation needs to be had and try and understand where you are both coming from. Okay, thank you for your question. Okay, and we have the beautiful Queen's question coming up now. I just want to thank you so much for your support as well. This is Black Phoenix 88. Thank you so much. It's not gone unnoticed, my dear. And your question is, what does this season have in store for you? What's next for you? What is next for our beautiful Black Phoenix? What's in store for Black Phoenix? Okay. So we just had the Nine of Swords come out for the last question, and we've got the Nine of Swords again. So, and then we've got the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So do you have some kind of mental block also? Because it also is followed by a Knight as well. I see somebody waiting in the wings for you, but I feel like there's some kind of situation that's made you feel like you have to put up this barrier, this wall, and it's making, there's a situation that's making you like not upset, but withdrawn to the point where you're probably not resting as well. I'm not going to say as much, but as well as you know you should be. Something is in the background, but I feel like you're blocking it out. I feel that you have the ability, you've mastered blocking some certain situations or thoughts or beliefs or whatever out of your mind. You've actually become a master of that. But I feel like it's blocking out some kind of love, whether that's an intimate love or just, you know, love from the family or even with yourself. Whatever it is, or whoever it is, that person is waiting for you to come out of this slump, and I just feel like once you do that, you would just you will feel, you know, you will feel the love. You will become love. You are, you know, this Queen of Pentacles here is, you know, representing of all unconditional love, basically. So what's in store for you this season? You need to work on yourself and possibly put down barriers, even though it may not seem like a big thing to yourself. It is actually something that you should consider working on, my darling. I'm just thinking we should have a final word, just because I like you. Let's see if there's any final message for you. I feel like there's good things coming towards you this this particular season. Oh, happy solar return, by the way. But I feel like your potential of receiving that is blocked by something you've put in place. Okay. Happiness. So yeah, you need to work on you in some way, and obviously because you're in Aries, Aries star sign, you know, take that ownership, take that leadership, because that's what you're about, and you will get the happiness that you deserve. We got a butterfly here, so maybe that is your transformation. All right, you opening up is your transformation to being the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. Thank you for sticking with me throughout my little break that I needed, and I shall catch you in next season. Ashe.